Do you struggle to be consistent with posting on social media? Don't worry, I got you. I'm Haley Curtis, founder of Design Bee Agency, where we offer full service takeovers of your social media. When it comes to being consistent, there are a few things that you really need to hone in on. First is planning. Second is discipline. And third is knowing your audience. You've got to plan ahead. Videos cannot be made on the fly. These posts cannot be made in the moment. You've got to really plan ahead when you're planning for social media. Another thing is you've got to be a little disciplined about it. You've got to create the time to plan and execute. And lastly, you really need to know your audience, because at the end of the day, you need to know why you're doing this. Why are you posting on social media? Like, get clear around that. Like, are you trying to get more sales? Are you trying to get more leads? Are you just trying to share your message with the world? What is it that you're trying to do? Get very clear on that, because that is going to be your driving force for when you don't feel like doing this. Now, knowing your audience is such a big part of posting on social media. What you're creating is literally for your audience. So you really need to know, what do they want? Who are they? And what are they expecting from you? Are they the type of people who are going to want to see you 7 times a week? That's a lot of posts. I would not recommend starting off with that. If you are struggling with consistency, start off with 2 and build up from there. And once you prove to yourself, like, okay, I can do 2 posts a week, that's only 8 posts a month, like, you got that. You can sit down and knock that out within 2 hours at least. It's important to know your audience, because you need to always be driving back to that. Is this topic relevant to them? And if you don't know, do some market research. See who's following you and DM them and see if they'd be interested in answering a few questions. You can call them over the phone and offer a little Starbucks gift card in exchange, or just simply create like one of those Google forms and ask a few questions and send it out to a bunch of people, see who responds. You can also post something on your story. Hey, I'm conducting some market research. I would really appreciate, if you've been following my page for a while, for you to participate. There are so many different ways to find out more about your audience. It's really something that I'd recommend, because once you get that feedback, you're going to be inspired and you're going to have a lot more clarity on like where to start, and actually like it's going to go somewhere, because your audience literally just told you what they want to see from you. So you get all your content, you have all these ideas, you did your market research, you know a little bit more about your audience. Now it's time to create the content. And we're going to break it up into phases. And these phases can be broken up into different days or different segment of times. Like, it's up to you on how you want to break this down. But like I said, it's going to require a little bit of discipline and planning, because there are phases to go through. You can't just push stuff out in the world and expect it to perform well. So that first one is the brainstorm. Gather your ideas. I'm telling you, if you do some market research, your brain is going to get going. So you're going to have a brainstorm ready to go and just brain dump any idea. No idea is a bad idea. Put it down on a piece of paper and just keep going until it stops. And then go back to it when you are in the shower and it pops in your head. So now that you have all this brainstorming stuff, now you need to actually create the content. Whether you're going to do video content or graphics, you need a set time to create it. And I recommend setting at least 2 hours for you to dedicate to creating the actual content. I highly recommend video format, because that is going to get you more engagement. If you're uncomfortable speaking on camera, practice. Do it anyway, because people need to hear what you want to tell them. The people need your product, people need your service. People need to know the information that you know. And so it's so important to share and get on camera and let people understand the passion you have behind it. So you got 2 hours to create the content, and I recommend 2 more hours of editing. So if you do choose to do video, dedicate 2 hours at least to actually filming, and then celebrate that accomplishment and give yourself some time, and then come back and actually edit the videos. If you are doing graphics, 2 hours, 4 hours is plenty of time to dedicate to that. So this is mainly if you're going to be planning video content. Definitely schedule about 2 hours within your day dedicated to editing videos. When it comes to editing videos, you don't need to use anything fancy. We actually use CapCut for a lot of our video editing. You could also use whatever you're comfortable with. Although I don't recommend editing in the actual platform you're posting on, just because things happen, and sometimes I've heard horror stories of drafts just disappearing. So CapCut and other platforms can be a little bit more reliable when it comes to saving your drafts and saving your work. All right, so content has been shot, content has been edited. You have all the content ready to go. Now we're going to schedule it. This part will save you so much time. Gone are the days where, oh, it's time to post, let me manually post it. We're not doing it. So there are a lot of different platforms out there when it comes to scheduling your posts. Our agency uses Loomly because we have so many accounts we're managing. It works best for us, but if you have one account, 1 to 2, even 1 to 5 accounts, I recommend using Planoly. If you only have one account, it's free for you to use, and you can schedule one post to go out to all platforms that you are on. And you can also edit the captions per platform. So you can add a link to Facebook. You can say link in bio for Instagram. So I recommend looking into Planoly. I'll have a link below for all of these resources that I'm mentioning. So on Planoly, you'll be able to not only schedule each platform, but you'll be able to schedule the time, the date, and you'll be able to see that full calendar from a bird's eye view. And you can like edit and schedule everything in there so it's good to go. And that way, all you have to do is close your laptop and watch it go live. Social media really isn't something that's done in the moment, although there's definitely times and opportunity for you to do that. If you feel compelled to make a video and post it immediately, I highly recommend doing that because that's the kind of content that your audience is going to want to see. It's in the moment, it's authentic, but we can't rely on that to happen every single time, like every week. You know, sometimes we're in a flow of creativity and sometimes we're just not. I get it. And so you can't rely on that. So you've got to plan ahead and just let those in the moment videos be an extra post scheduled for the week. You're welcome to schedule that. You're welcome to post on the fly. It's up to you. But at the end of the day, social media is something that we really need to be planning for, and it's not so much in the moment. And if you've been down this road before and you know it's just not for you, delegate it to someone else. That is exactly what our agency does. We will come in, shoot the content for you, edit the content for you, schedule it, and even manage your community so you don't have to. If you're interested in working with us, there's a link below for you to book a call. And if not, best of luck to you on this social media journey. I know you got this. When it comes to consistency, you just got to keep going back to your why. Be motivated by your audience. If you haven't done that market research, get to know who you're actually serving a little bit more because it will motivate you and encourage you to keep going. If you have any tips on consistency, please drop them in the comments below to share with the community because we can use all the help we need. If you like this video, make sure to like it and subscribe for more videos like this.